Hi, Kelly Miller from Play Therapy Connection. Wanting to talk a little bit with you about how to be getting started with therapy services for your child or children if you are currently navigating a separation or divorce. So first things first is that in a parenting agreement, typically it's outlined of decision making. Now, decision making is something that's different than custody. So for example, you could have a 60-40 custody arrangement with your children, but you would have 50-50 decision making. So at your provider will request a copy of your parenting agreement that's outlined by the court. And we then need to adhere to this. So most of the time, what's most common is you will have 50-50 decision making, or you could have one parent who has 100% decision making. In the event that you have 50-50 decision making, we must have consent from both parents before we can have a session with the child. If one parent has full decision making, we can begin to begin services and seeing that child, even if we don't have consent from the other parent. However, it is best practice if we at least reach out to them to let them know that we're beginning services with their child. Oftentimes, a decision can't be made. Maybe one parent is not on board with getting therapeutic services started for their child or children. That certainly can happen. If that's the case, it might be something to consider to be working with one of our providers who does parent coaching. So if you have 50-50 decision making and only one parent is agreeing to consent for services, the parent who's still really wanting help could meet with a therapist for some kind of parent coaching, because we would not be technically providing services to the child, and that way we could help you navigate, parenting challenges that come up and support you as the parent. So that is an option to get support, even if a decision can't be made on a provider by you and your co-parent.